Hello everyone, my name is MD, and this is actually going to be take two of this, because the first time I didn't have my mic plugged in. My bad. But today, I'm going to be talking about the Video Game Awards that happened last night on December 7th, and I'm going to be talking about the Phantom Pain, which was a world premiere trailer that was showed off during the Video Game Awards, and probably you guys heard about this by now, how it's connected to Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. And this, I'm going to explain why it seems to be, it is part of Metal Gear Ground Zero. It's just like given a fake name. Now, Mr. Kojima was on site at night, so I would not be surprised if this is, since his appearance kind of like foreshadowed it a bit. Excuse me. But anyway, Moby Dick Studios. I have never heard of Moby Dick Studios. No one has. Now, apparently, this is an actual studio in Sweden. The CEO, as you can see on screen, CEO of Moby Dick Studios is Joakim Mogren. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. I probably get a Swedish guy on the line off Skype. He'll know how to say it. But as you can see there in yellow, Joakim or Joakim. What I'm gonna call it, Joakim, because this seems like a bit of a joke to me, you know. Joakim, if you like mix the letters around, spells out Kojima. Kojima, of course, being Hideo Kojima, the maker of Metal Gear. Now, if you guys look at these photos, the photo on the right is straight from the world premiere trailer of the Phantom Pain, and the one on the left is from Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. Now, let me point out why these two images are one are the same. One, the dudes look the same. Now we really don't see the beard, the hair in the back of the neck on the image on the right. Now, if you played Metal Gear at all, you know Big Boss has a beard, which you see on the left. He has a beard, and he has a mullet. All snakes have a mullet. Solidus has a mullet. Liquid had long hair. I don't know. That could be a mullet. And of course, Solid Snake had a mullet. And they all have beards, except for Solid Snake in his older years. He had a mustache instead. And Solidus had a beard, but who cares about Solidus? Forget about Solidus. He's not part of this. So I had to take a drink there. But this guy looks like Snake. It's kind of weird, but the noses, if you look at the nose on the right compared to the left, they look the same. They're about the same looking. But that could mean absolutely nothing. The bandage. Okay, I should actually explain what happened in the world premiere trailer. If you guys didn't see it, I'll probably find it and put a link in the description if I can. But here's practically what happened. The guy on the right. Okay, we're going to talk about Phantom Pain. So you wake up. You just got out of a coma, as the doctor told you. You look at your arm. It's a prosthetic. It's a plastic with like a metal hook on the end. Quite the shocking thing, I guess. Quite the shocking sight if you were to wake up straight from a coma. Now, this is point A. You wake up from a coma. Let's read this quote on the bottom from the Metal Gear Solid Wiki. In 1972, while Big Boss fell into a coma from being gravely wounded in battle, Zero brought him his Zero from Snake Eater brought his unconscious body to a lab where his genes were extracted to make genetically enhanced soldiers. Solid Snake, Liquid Snake, and Solid Snake were produced from this program, and they're known as the Sons of Big Boss. Ew, spooky. And that's straight from the Metal Gear Wiki. Coincidence? Yes. I don't think it's a coincidence. Well, no, it's not a coincidence. That's for a purpose. Big Boss wakes up from a coma. He's hurt. He's gravely wounded. Lost his arm, possibly? I don't know. Part 2. Soldiers are after him. Okay, this goes back to Phantom Pain world premiere trailer. You wake up. I'm going to guess that he starts remembering, because he couldn't remember anything from what happened, what got him to the hospital, or lab, if you will. They wake up. This guy on the right, he couldn't walk. I don't know if he couldn't walk. He just has trouble walking. I would presume you have trouble walking and remembering your motor skills after you wake up from a coma. So he's just around, like, crawling on the floor, like, just using his left hand. It's like, he can't really use his arms and legs that well. There's another guy, though. that's leading you around. And these soldiers broke into the lab and are killing everyone. I'm gonna guess because they have knowledge or something. They think they have knowledge, but of course I believe they're after our friend Big Boss, or who I'm presuming to be Big Boss. Currently he's unnamed. We don't know who he is. So just going around and avoiding these guards. Very Metal Gear like. Sneaking around, not being detected. I would presume you can't be detected if this was a part of Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, or you'd be shot and killed. You really can't do anything. But I'm gonna guess that Phantom Pain is an act or something in Ground Zeroes. Like there's acts in Metal Gear Solid 4. I'm gonna take a guess and say this is a act in it, because Ground Zeroes is taking place around the time of 72. So it would fit in absolutely perfectly that Big Boss would go unconscious, go into his coma, have the DNA or genes extracted to make the 3 snakes. It matches up. It all matches up. It really does. See, now I'm feeling like this commentary isn't holding up to the first one, but screw that. We're going with this one. But there's just too many coincidences in my mind to like overlook this and not say it's not Ground Zeroes, because I believe it is. Too many coincidences match up. It's just Moby Dick Studios not being known, Jokium being Kojima. This guy looks just like Solid Snake. I mean, Big Boss. And the graphics, they look identical. It's just a lot. See, look. We're gonna look at this. As you can see on the right image, with all the words on it. Ignore that. Ignore the words. Look at the streaks of light going across the screen. They're identical to the light streaks going across the Ground Zeroes poster. They're similar, not the same, but they are very similar. Big Boss, he looks the same in both images, if that is Big Boss on the right. But also another coincidence, if you look on the left image at the bottom, from Fox, 2 Phantoms were born. Now, it's just too many coincidences. Phantoms, 2 Phantoms, Phantom Pain. It's just too much not to ignore. It's too much not to ignore. Wait, what? No, wait, that's like a double negative. Too much to ignore. Yeah, that's it. It's too much to ignore. I will actually be keeping you guys up to date on this, because I am quite interested by this. Until I hear more Phantom Pain and this Moby Dick Studios, I will be keeping you up to date on this, because I love Metal Gear, and this just really caught my eye. I wanted to get you guys involved. So I want you guys to let me know what you think in the comments, and let me know if you think it is part of Ground Zeroes, or it's its own standalone game. Also, I do want to point out, before I forget this, that the guy for the VGAs who gets all the world premiere trailers, he tweeted that Phantom Pain is its own game. It's still really early to be saying this, but it's a lot of coincidences, and if it is its own game, it seems a bit borderline copyright slash something, the other word I can't think of it, but it's really hard to deny that it all matches up. Now, like I said, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I am MD, and you better not pout, you better not shout. I forget my own exiting lines. Yeah, exit lines, outro lines. That's it. Whatever, I say them in some video. So this should be going up